There are fears for the future of our hedgehogs. The British Hedgehog Society says numbers have declined by around a third since 2002. But here at Prickles and Paws Hedgehog Rescue, a garden shed cum hospital has treated more than 300 over the last year.
There is a definite decline in the UK, but the problem is a lot of the studies that have been done recently, they're all small scale and in different areas, so there hasn't been a national census of them or survey of them. But recently they're sort of underway, so hopefully we should have a better picture much sooner. But we're seeing a lot more coming in, and I think part of the reason for that is because they've been on things like Autumn Watch, and people are a lot more aware of the problems.
And now the wet winter weather and unpredictable temperatures are deepening the crisis for these prickly customers.
We get lots of problems with autumn juveniles coming in. They're not big enough to survive hibernation. But so long as they're over 600 grams, they should safely be able to hibernate and nothing should affect them. But things like a few years ago we had some quite bad flooding. A lot of them that were hibernating got washed out of their nests, and we had lots of hypothermic hedgehogs in that had lost their nests, no dry material to make more nests, and problems like that.
It's become a way of life and a passion for the family. Don't forget, this is a family. It started off with Katie and Diane, and then we got bigger. You wouldn't do this if you didn't have the same desires. It's quite infectious because people at work are very committed to it. People bring in food, donations of all sorts.
And the helpers have a lot to contend with, going to great lengths for their patients.
Well, we can do CPR. Can you? Well, why not? We know where the heart is. So I started doing chest compressions and then blowing, obviously not mouth to mouth, but blowing from a distance into his mouth, and did the same ratio you would for a person. Came back to life. That's how mad we are, mouth to mouth on a flipping hedgehog.
The whole family is involved. I mean, they're all sort of very dedicated. They spend hours. I mean, they start again in the afternoon. I'm only here in the morning. But there's the website to run, there's the, getting the money in and finding sort of financing it, because 65 hedgehogs and trying to feed them at the moment is quite an expense. So all the help they can get is gratefully received.